Chapter 10. The morning sun cast long shadows across Charlie's front lawn as Robin rang the doorbell. Liz answered, looking frail and tired with great sadness in her eyes. "Hello, Liz. I'm so sorry about Charlie." Liz nodded quietly. "Is there anything I can do?" "No." She hesitated. "Come in." The living room felt different. Family photos that once radiated warmth now accented the emptiness. They sat on the couch where just days ago they'd celebrated Laura's birthday. "Where's Laura?" "She's with my mother." Liz wrung her hands. "The police told me not to talk to you. They're on their way over." "It's just politics, Liz. I'm a federal investigator. I have a right and an obligation to talk to you." Liz stared at her, uncertain. "Please, I'll make it quick. But I have to talk about Charlie. What did he do the day before yesterday?" "He spent the whole day in the den with his computer." "Is that normal for him to do?" "No, he just bought it the other day from Mrs. Walters." Robin's eyes widened. She jumped up and ran to the den. The room was a disaster, evidence of Pete's desperate search the night before. Liz gasped when she saw the destruction. "The computer's gone." "Was Pete here?" "Last night." The front doorbell rang. Robin thought quickly. "Don't tell them about the computer. I can't lie to the police. They can throw Pete in jail for taking evidence." "Evidence?" The word seemed to shake something loose in Liz. "It's all right, Liz. Let them in, but don't mention the computer." Across town in Pete's house, the spare room was a cluttered sanctuary, blinds drawn against the morning light. The computer sat on a makeshift table, ready to go, while Pete stood before it like a man facing execution. His hand moved toward the power button when the phone rang. He hesitated, then answered. "Hello. Don't turn it on." Later, they both stared at the machine, contemplating its potential malevolence in the dim room. "I gotta try it. It's too dangerous. We don't know anything about this computer. Maybe it has nothing to do with the violence." She raked him with an incredulous look. "We could be wasting time, getting way off track." "No, Pete, this is it." He needed more convincing. Walter's primary interest was high-tech's effect on cognitive processes. "What are you saying?" "Walter's created a monster." "I don't see how that's possible." Robin spotted a chalkboard on the wall. She wiped away clean this room and drew two circles, one under the other. In one of his studies, Walters drew a simple sketch to show what he was trying to prove. His earlier research had already demonstrated how repeated visual patterns could physically alter neural pathways. This was the next step. From each circle, she extended a curvy line. This study expands on Marshall McLuhan's "the medium is the message" theory. McLuhan showed how television's 30 frames per second could affect brainwaves, but computer screens operate at much higher refresh rates, creating a more intense neural impact. Pete nodded that he understood as she drew a grid within a box connected to the top curvy line, and a group of squiggles within an oval connected to the bottom one. But instead of televisions, Walters used computers. She pointed to the circle in the box with a grid. "This is a computer connected to a video monitor." Her finger moved to the circle and the oval with squiggles. "This is the eye connected to the brain." She drew an arrow from the monitor to the eye. All stimuli flow in one direction, from the computer to the monitor to the eye to the brain. It was his contention that a prolonged, concentrated bombardment from this source would create structural changes in the receiver. Robin drew a grid over the squiggles. The brain tries to adapt to the computer's precise digital patterns. But unlike TV's passive flow, computer interaction forces the brain to process and respond in mathematical sequences. It's like forcing an analog system to become digital. McLuhan said TV affects the way we think. Yes, but TV took decades to show measurable effects on brain function. And on the emotional level, the more you watch, the greater the incidence of severe depression. She turned to the computer. Computers demand direct engagement. You're not just watching, you're participating in their logic patterns. Walters believed this active involvement could accelerate neural restructuring. Television circuitry is nothing compared to a computer's. Pete stared at the machine. "If this thing Made Walters and Charlie go crazy. What about the other killings? Are there more out there? I'll have to check if the others had access to computers. She chose her next words carefully. In the meantime, we should keep this at my place. If Nelson and Jones get wind of this computer, they'll suspect you took it. They're gonna suspect you too. I'm conducting an investigation. There's no problem with me examining evidence.